Adults enjoying beverages. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome to Crooked Wizardry Studios. It is our debut vodcast.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, it's a video podcast.
That's right.
People
and
don't say VOD.
Nobody says VOD anymore. Yeah, it's podcast and all. Yeah. Welcome to Crooked Wizardry Studios. As you can see, that is our official brand logo and all that in the bottom corner also as well. Anyways, blah, blah, blah,
We also have tramp stamps.
Tramp stamps. Yeah, well, at the end of a tournament, there's the power wedgie that you gotta represent and all that.
Yeah, people see that. That's on camera too.
Hey, it's been a while since I've been to a tournament, so maybe things have changed. I don't know. Yeah. So all right. So we got together. We've known each other for quite a while, and we've been playing Magic on our own.
Even longer. More than we've known each other.
That's actually true. Yeah, that's right, and all that. Now, as far as Magic the Gathering is concerned, what brought you into it? How did it happen for you?
I was a child. I was 13, and that's what you do, man.
It's kids getting together and all that and all. But
kids
when
who do not mature quick enough get stuck playing cards with other kids who are underdeveloped.
And did you, because you were lucky, you had friends who were into that.
Sure.
You had
nerds.
A good group and all that. Nerds. Yeah. I was a nerd, but the group of nerds that I was hanging out with only pretty much knew about Dungeons and Dragons. Because I'm older than you by about 9 years.
That was au courant for you guys.
Yeah.
Magic was just the new D&D. And D&D fell out of favor, and Magic took its place.
Well, because Magic, you didn't need imagination. You just had to understand the cards and have fun with it, and you have.
I like to imagine little battles that are happening, little skirmishes between elves and stuff.
Who hasn't fantasized about having their card games brought to life on a screen or a cartoon and all that? So. Yeah, I started playing Magic, officially started playing Magic, not counting being curious at a comic book store and picking up a few packs of Ice Age way back.
Oh, yeah.
But I started playing, I would say, my daughter's 14, so I'd say 14 to 15 years ago. So I started playing just before the kids.
Wow.
And, that was around, what was that? It was Scars of Mirrodin. Scars of Mirrodin. And definitely beautiful mechanics. People at the time, I remember were complaining about it. Oh, too much artifacts. I don't like this set and all that. I myself love playing artifacts, not ad nauseum. And I know you've got a commander that you play. That it is a artifact that coach.
Now I've got 2 complete artifact decks. They're the best part of the game for me.
Yeah. Now, which commanders? Refresh my memory. Which are the commanders and which sets did they come from, if you can recall?
Well, now they're Mishra and Urza because I just had the. I just had an artifact deck that never really worked, and then I cracked an Urza that gives +2/+2 static to all artifacts. So it's like you can't not have that as your commander, right?
God, that's awesome.
There's so much synergy going on. I think that deck is cursed though. It never seems to win because it's got too much synergy. All it's doing is making artifacts free to play, but then I don't have anything coming out. It's all ramp +2/+2, and I've got a bunch of 4/4 servos out, and that's it.
All right, so
I gotta retool it.
All right, so because I know what you mean about certain of my decks, but I think when I'm building my decks though, I have this problem that I'm just trying to have fun.
Right.
People what? You're playing a game to have fun? Honest to God, that is one of my problems. Because when I play, I don't call it playtest. I play them with you guys.
Yeah.
Or I played with my wife's cousins this weekend. I was handed my mouse pad to me.
Your game pads?
My game pad, my my dice were handed to me.
I believe these 2 are yours.
These are yours. Yeah. No, exactly. And I'm going, man. I'm everybody else has got way better synergy, and everybody and also if I'm playing against, here's the disadvantage. If I'm playing against pre-constructed commander decks, especially depending on the year, some of them were just fantastic and overpowered.
Yeah, they're 7-8 power. As long as you switch out the 5 cards that they purposely put in to bring it down.
Yeah, but
just optimize it just a little.
Do you know what though? It is subjective though to use the number of power, because when we talk to other people about I'm a 7 or 8, everyone's trying to be modest and say I'm a 7 or 8 power. Oh, okay. Amongst our pod, when we're playing 7 or 8s, we're oh, okay. Then all of a sudden we have got an outsider that comes in, and they're 7 or 8s, and those guys are hardcore. I'm going like,
they're
in
like
my mind,
nines.
I'm going like, that's a competitor. That's CDH deck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not complaining, but like, geez Louise. Like,
Then we don't invite them anymore.
They're never allowed into this house again. No.
We top out at 7. I think all our decks are no better than 7 because we don't like optimize that way to make it an 8. And then 9 and 10 are both CDH in my mind.
CDH, yeah, no, exactly. Like,
right? So the best we can do is an 8 because we're not playing fucking infinite combos and stuff.
No, yeah, that's true. Like, to each their own. Like, there's plenty of.
I mean, that's not why we do it, but we're Magic snobs. So.
No.
We play clean Magic, good clean Magic. No Soul Rings.
You wish. No, everybody's Soul Ring and all that. No, now you brought up tonight Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Now, do you sincerely?
We all have a problem with it. Be honest.
I mean, I've heard other YouTube videos and YouTube hosts talk
Professor
about
hates it.
Does he now?
Yeah.
He absolutely does.
He had a guy from the CAG on his podcast, on his Shuffle Up and Play.
Yeah.
And he mentioned it twice. He's like, all I ask is you don't put me on the CAG, but you get Soul Ring banned.
Now, what did he say, if you can recall what he said, or at least you can...
What did he answer to that?
No, what did the professor say about Soul Ring? He thinks that...
He just, like, he said it so many times. It's like, get it banned. Because it's an auto-include in every single deck. There's no... Now you're playing 90, like, what's in the 98 instead of what's in the 99, you know?
Right.
And then what happens when another, like, must-include comes in? Now you're just whittling down. You're making all the decks generic. And that's why we got into Commander in the first place, to have different cards.
But, see, I agree with you on that, but then that means, like, who will play, what people will... I'm sure the average person out there who takes one of my decks and goes... straight and bluntly say, "Wow, this is garbage," or a jank deck, because I will play stuff because it's fun. Yes, there will be some synergy. Yes, I'll be like, you'd be a fool not to have removal cards. You know, you'd be a fool not to. You know, so I have some of those, but not to the point that, like, I'm going to have this sorcery instant wall of thorns around me, and I'm going to get you all kind of a thing. I say, all right, let me not have 10 10 like cancel spells or something like that. For playing blue. I don't want to do that.
That doesn't
either.
get you invited back either.
Yeah, it's like it gets boring.
We don't play freaking counter spells for that reason, right?
No, we do have counter spells.
We have like 1 or 2 in some day. Do you really?
Yeah, but that's it though, because they're sprinkled in. They're not like
I have a binder of like 8 pages of different counter spells in blue that I just collect all different flavors, and I just.
Your job is just to collect as many so they're not out there on the street, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're doing the world of service.
Funeral pyre.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Light it with Soul Rings.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of changed my tune on Soul Ring a bit.
Because I've seen you play.
Yeah, I had to, because I don't buy cards personally. I use my collection, and I only buy booster boxes.
That's true.
I'm the most purest Magic player there is. I think all the fun is constructing the deck.
Absolutely, yes.
And if you're just gonna go like on EDH Rec and just copy one and order everything, then half your fun is gone. Then you're just piloting somebody else's deck.
That's for me too. Like, I will avoid reconstructing somebody's deck. I will go on to whatever, those websites where you can build your deck and look at other people's decks.
Yeah.
I'll look at for inspirations like, oh, okay, I'm building a spirit deck. I like to play spirits, and I'll go in there. It's like, oh, where did you get this card? I've never seen that card before. Wow, that's a great card. I'm not going to rebuild their deck, but I'm going to say, I like what I've got, and I think this would be a better card than that card, Yeah. I'm still wanting to play Geist of St. Traft, and by price, okay, Geist of St. Traft is not that hot anymore. I think it's like a $5 to $7 card, Canadian. Oh, Canada. It's like, but I'm with you on that.
You don't have it?
Oh, I own it.
Okay.
I own the original,
Okay.
From way back when it came out in Innistrad.
I thought I saw it.
Yeah. I've played it, but again,
because Alex plays it too, right?
Does he?
Pretty sure.
I haven't seen him play that. Alex is another one from our pod. Camp's there. I can't.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm the captain now. Yeah. So no, as far as Magic is concerned, like the love of it is hanging out with friends, playing, and when I started. Going back to my histories about Magic the Gathering, I started playing, moved into this neighborhood, found a hobby store, Ricky's store. We call it Ricky's store.
Yeah, just I'm going to Ricky's. Yeah.
I'm going to Ricky's store because Ricky's is always there. And I said, hey, do you have any T-shirts? I just wanted nerdy T-shirts and stuff like that. And I said, no, we don't have anything like that. I said, I'm looking around. They've got like sports cards because it's called Sports Cards Hall of Fame. No endorsements, but great guy, great shop. And then I said, oh, Magic the Gathering. I remember seeing about that game. What's going on here? How do you play it? Like, and I knew about it. And I said, and then he goes, yeah, well, I said, I'd love to get into it, but I don't have any friends to play with. He says, well, don't worry about it. Just buy some cards. Buy this toolbox kit.
Yeah. First hit's free, kid.
Yeah, exactly. And then come on Friday nights, Friday Night Magic, back in the day when Standard was still alive. Wizards of the Coast.
I'm glad it's dead.
I'll be quiet too. We'll get on that.
Okay.
We'll get on that. And
I'm
then
such a snob. I'm learning.
But the thing
narrow.
But Standard is what I used to play with, and I would show up on Friday nights, Friday Night Magic, and it was just, it was fun for me, but it was cutthroat competition because, and that's where I learned to be competitive because I only learned to play in the competitive. Like you got to float. Then we started playing together, and we had fun with the gang. You guys had we were playing 60 at that point, not technically Standard. We were playing 60 constructed, and
it honestly turned out like we played with Morris and stuff, and it ended up being more like 100 anyway. Like
because the minimum
such big decks.
Because the rule is you have to have minimum 60,
but you can have it.
You can have as much as you want afterwards, but your odds of getting something afterwards are reduced, etc., etc. But so playing Magic the Gathering when I was playing Standard was fun. But there was also a little bit of I gotta survive, and my stats were garbage. Yeah. I would probably say I was like a 96 to 94% loss on Friday Night Magic.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, but it's
kind of harder to do.
And why did I keep going back? Because I was still enjoying the duel.
You're a masochist.
I'm a masochist too, but I actually enjoyed the duel.
Yeah.
The duel of having close calls, having your favorite hockey team. That's in Canada we care about hockey. Your favorite hockey team is just it was a good fight, but they still lost. Yeah. And you never quit on them. That was me. I'm my own fan club. Conceited and all that. So but that's how I play. But I learned to enjoy afterwards playing with the gang. I still had my hackles up, rules. But then, I realized, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, you really eased up.
I had to because I was.
We're beyond casual. We do takesies, backsies all the time.
We're friends because when I'd go to Friday Night Magic, if you made a mistake, there was no forgiveness. Yeah. So I was returning that to the universe. With my friends. So.
Because you thought that would enhance the game, right?
No,
people like rules for a reason.
No, if I learned karate, but I go to a Taibo class and I'm busy kicking everybody's head in. Dude, it's Taibo, not karate. Okay, sorry, chill, and that's what it was. Yeah. So I learned to chill with the gang and all that, and I've come to love. Then we started evolving towards Commander. Yeah. And I can't recall how we moved into Commander.
Me neither. I was racking my brain yesterday, trying to think of it. No clue. Don't know when the transition happened.
Good story now.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. Could you imagine those? Yeah.
No, I can't even remember my first commander that I used. I bet
either.
It was an artifact deck, and I bet Juggernaut was in it because I like forced attacks, even if it's me.
I remember you playing myself. I remember you playing Juggernaut. Yeah. I do remember in the early days.
Every turn.
I haven't seen Juggernaut except for maybe about a couple of weeks ago.
I put a Phyrexian Juggernaut in, I think.
That's the one, right?
Yeah. That's that Urza deck that's having a hard time not having enough creatures in it. But I think this new set, the Brothers War, should help with the creatures.
Oh,
as long as I keep winning packs. I love the new set. Do you like it?
I haven't looked that much into it from the packs that I've won, thanks to our friendly neighborhood sponsor over here. This guy's like crazy. He'll buy a box, and then we'll play, and whoever wins the round, he'll give a pack to. That's how awesome he is.
I've graduated to not even buying my own boxes. I'll buy a box, then we'll play for it, and I have to win my own packs.
That's I don't know what kind of economics that is. It's like revert. I'm gonna turn myself into a Banana Republic. Yeah. Okay, well, that's cool. Hey, and I say thank you.
And you are all the leaders.
That's right. We're all El Generalísimos.
May I have a pack?
May I have a pack? No, but playing for packs is always fun. playing for Magic just for the sake of it, because that goes back to what I was talking about. Just for having fun, not worrying about like I'm sure everybody else out there has their own table rules. If you're not playing at a local game shop where they're following official tournament rules and all that, one of the things that our whoever's house or whoever's home we're at that we're playing, number one, we are not a infect fan. We're not fans of infect. We don't play with it. If your creature or effect has infect on it, we'll allow it, but only in the sense that it'll be as a
-1/-1 counter
and that,
damage.
That's it.
Yeah, you don't get poison counters on the player.
No, we don't believe that whole dying at 10 points.
And yeah, I'll go even further. If you don't make it 20 points in Commander because you have 40 life, and like go with the spirit of the rule, then I think you're a bad person.
No, but I've seen that on the command zone. There's like one of the regulars that he'll play. In fact, cool.
Oh yeah, he's like the commander. Like
he's one of the guys from the
dude or something.
Yeah, because he's even got like a Phyrexian ring, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I say let them play. I'm not saying the world
but
should
make
be
it 20. It's such a stupid, easy thing to do.
I think it was the
double life, double poison counters. Like
I agree. That's where the commander committee, whatever you call them, and all that.
CAG.
They should have that translated for commander, because, in fact, back in the days that was all standard.
Yeah,
it was.
There was only 20 life. Yeah.
So there's 20 left. To say half is where it came from. So when we started playing commander, we said, well, logic is half of your life is. That's the number of poison counters, but everyone said, no, it's 10. I'm like, oh, okay. That's where we said, well, amongst ourselves, we agreed. We don't like that idea, so no. Wither, that's what I was trying to remember. They're wither counters. Because like way back, I forgot.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, like you get -1/-1, instead of damage, you get -1/-1 to the creatures and all that.
Oh,
damage
I've never even heard that
it's
word.
Called wither. Google it.
Okay.
Google it.
We'll put it up here. No, we won't.
No.
That's a lot of work for nothing.
Who's going to be doing editing and all that? Yeah.
But there's a Sorin card too that's kind of broken. I think that does too much damage because it got switched to Commander. It does like 20 damage instead of 10 damage, or.
Oh wait a minute! You mean like
half your starting life total? One of those cards. So it's taking off. It should take off 10. So it's taking off 20 now.
Oh, I think I forget which Sorin.
So I think that you should like errata it for yourself to only do 10 because that's what it was intended. It's probably not exactly that because.
But again, I don't remember that.
Half-life is half-life.
Half means half. So I'm okay.
But it was something else though. It wasn't that exactly. But you get what I'm saying.
Now this comes to the concept of what I think power creep, especially when it comes to Commander. As cards, when Wizards of the Coast starts fine tuning things and adjusting the game and giving new mechanics and new powers to certain cards, what you end up getting is when you allow it legal for everyone to play certain cards, and all of a sudden you start chipping away at what I thought was fun, and it's just about speed.
Yeah.
Because power creep is just letting games try to end fast.
Soul Ring. No,
but you know what? Soul Ring isn't
that's
even
just ramping up everything and giving one player an unfair advantage every game. Whoever gets it first.
And what you don't like that is if everybody has it, then it's not a 99 deck. It's a 98 deck. So, but
I had to do it to keep up. Like I kept getting trounced, especially on one-on-ones. Like once you get on top of somebody, no coming back.
If you follow the stat, I don't know if it was on the command zone where they said that, or where statistically the person who first pulls out the Soul Ring is the one who loses.
So let's just not play and flip a coin and then just reveal cards until you're satisfied and go home.
Yeah, that's another way of doing.
It's just
mulligans.
war.
Yeah. Oh no, exactly. But with the love of the game, we agree that when we're playing, we can have practically. We've never said no particular commanders allowed. We've allowed every commander come into the game.
I mean, if you play Zakama, you just won't be invited back.
I'm gonna have to.
Alex has played Zakama.
Which one's Zakama again?
That dinosaur that untaps all your lands. And it's just like.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Well, then do you feel the same way about Seaborn Muse? Because Seaborn Muse untaps all of your permanents over
Sure.
everyone's upkeep.
But that you can kill. Well, unless you're using it as a commander, no, you can't.
I don't know if it's a legendary,
It's
but
not.
Seaborn Muse.
So yeah,
I've
fine.
played it.
It's one, kill it. It's fine.
I don't know
It's not the mechanic. It's the fact that he keeps coming back.
as a commander.
Yeah.
And how cheap? Because that's the problem, though.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day when you had commanders were like 5 CMC, 6 CMC, 7 CMC. So when you brought it out to the table, you might be able to bring it out 2 times, 3 times, depending.
Yeah.
And then after
3
that,
times max.
too expensive. Now, if you wanted to, a hated card amongst many people, Gadok Teague, he's like, I think it was a 1 CMC.
Gadok Teague.
Gadok.
Gadok?
1 2 CMC.
Yeah.
And but that, I think do you get to choose even numbered cards can't be cast or odd numbered cards.
I'm fine with that. That's cool. I like those game changing things like people can only attack the person on the left. That's that.
Oh yeah, that's always fun when you're doing stuff like that. Okay, he's 2. Gadok Teague is a 1 white 1 green, a legendary creature. He's a Kithkin advisor. Non-creature spells with converted mana cost 4 or greater can't be cast. Non-creature spells with X in their mana costs can't be cast. So a lot of people who dislike this card are saying, well, you're taking away the fun of the game. It's like a lot of people.
Yeah, whatever stops people from playing the game is frowned upon.
Like that green Phyrexian, there were people hate it because all of a sudden, if you tap your land, you can't untap the next turn. So it's kind of killing the game.
Yeah,
it's not land destruction. That's garbage. That's complete garbage.
Joculobs.
And no, but Gadok Teague on my other screen there, he will definitely. He makes it unfun because all of a sudden it's sort of it's not a complete pillow fort.
No, you can remove him, but then he'll come back because he's friggin' 2.
He's only cost 2, so that's the kind of guy that.
And in green.
Yeah, so
I think green's been completely ruined for me.
Huh.
Every time I build a deck, I don't want to play it because it's got too much ramp. It's too stompy. It all leads to the same deck construction. You end up making big old stompy trample creatures.
Let me build a green deck for you, and you'll realize, wow, Nick, you really like to put a Denver boot on your fun, don't you?
I need a rev limiter sometimes.
I mean, I'm going yeah, seriously.
I wish.
Nick, you like driving with the parking brake, don't you? The emergency brake.
You know what I would do? The little known tribals. I would do a centaur deck. I think there's been a couple.
Speaking of playing a game with the handbrake on, man, because it's tough.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to get a lot of
every goddamn centaur card that exists.
Well, not only centaurs, but you could also get those whatchamacallit,
the shapeshifters.
The shapeshifters to help you out because
changelings. Sorry.
Changelings. Just,
man, I put in a shapeshifter thinking it was changeling in a deck once, and I just sat there
he's doing nothing.
Huh. Yeah. My pirate deck. I need more pirates.
Oh yeah.
Now I got pirates plenty. I'm spoiled for choice for pirates.
Depending on the color, I don't know if Mutavolt would work for you.
It's black, red, blue. My pirates.
Okay. Mutavolt becomes a 2/2 creature with all creature types until end of turn.
Oh yeah.
And I own that card. Show off.
What set is that? 14.
M14. Yeah. I'm pretty. Well.
Was that the year they said no more main sets?
I think that was it M18, M19 or something?
Was it?
Yeah, well,
no. That's when it came back.
I forget what year is. If anybody can remember that.
Right before Origins. Because they said no more, and then they're like, okay, we'll do Origins.
Right, Origins came in.
Arguably the worst set since Ice Age.
When did... it doesn't matter. We'll figure that out. I'm going to type that out now. We're recording this and all that. We'll figure that out.
People are going to sleep to this. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true. This is like ASMR, but it's worse than ASMR. I like ASMR, by the way. I actually do listen to it, but just to it actually helps me fall asleep.
Yeah.
To each
just put on Lex Friedman. His podcasts are all monotone. There's no sound spikes even when people are talking. It's perfect.
Wow.
Give him views. He's amazing.
Views? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lex Friedman, man.
Lex Friedman.
Fantastic.
I don't have any particular ASMR artists that I listen to, but I've actually liked. There's been one or two people that I've seen that actually did an ASMR where it's like a card shop, and that person is busy, like doing the ASMR voice and keyboard thing, and like role playing that you're selling cards to the shop, and that person, she's just going out like, oh, what's this you have? Like, oh, this is a.
What do you got?
Wazowski, Jesus. Roz from Monsters Inc. No, no, I'm kidding. Like she's got like a smooth, easygoing voice, and it's just like it's just cool because hearing the keyboard clicking, and then just like soft voice talking about like cards and magic cards. Like, oh, this is fun. I was like, and to fall asleep to an ASMR YouTube video is not an insult. It's actually like, hey, it works.
It's what it's for. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I was never able to do like the weather sounds and stuff. I don't know why.
Oh, it's just like.
Because I guess I don't focus on it.
Okay.
I guess I have to like try to focus on what's being said, and then not care about what's being said.
Magic wise.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Comments.
Adjectives.
Adverbs.
Adverbs.
The lazy man's writing crutch. What are we going back to? Oh yeah, green being too stompy, and I don't want to play with it anymore.
Okay, well, now
unless we do centaurs, and you do minotaurs.
I tried playing minotaurs in commander decks, and but the thing is, when I built those red black decks, I would be like, all right, I'll try to put these. Because, like, you know what? I actually felt bad for these cards that weren't being played, like an idiot. Mm-hmm. And, like, these cards don't have feelings, but I just went, let's give them a chance. Like, I might have fun with it.
The little Minotaur who could.
The little Minotaur who could. Why not give this card a chance and see what would happen?
You know what? They will have their heyday. Once WotC gets their head out of their arse, and they give Centaurs horsemanship. Huh? They need a mechanic, like a group mechanic.
If there, I apologize for any centaurs out there because that was blatantly racist. No centaur.
I'm a centrist.
Anti-centrist.
Reverend anti-centrist.
No, I don't think they'll ever. I can't see them bringing back horsemanship.
No, it was too dumb. But something like that,
Yeah.
Like, let's get into the lore of it. What could a centaur do that any other creature couldn't?
Clop, run, fast.
I mean, it's an animal and man, so there's maybe make it a human and a beast or something as a creature type and errata them. Like, you gotta have something.
No, but centaur. It's kind of like saying unicorn. It's like, you're gonna call it a horned horse?
No, but it's classified as a horse.
A unicorn?
Is it not?
No, a unicorn is a unicorn.
It says creature unicorn? Oh yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah, and just like whatchamacallit's a Pegasus. Pegasus is a Pegasus. You're not going to call it a goose horse.
Okay, good. And you see any Pegasus? You see any Pegasus decks or goose decks out there?
Maybe we
expand the tribal a little bit. Play fast and loose with it.
Why not oysters?
Oyster deck.
They're just defenders, because they're like they're just sitting there spitting out.
Dude, speak your defender deck. Are you gonna talk about your defender deck? That was my favorite deck of yours. I want to build one.
I was actually now it was Arcades. I forget which version of Arcades. It was the most recent version of Arcades.
The X-Men villain?
No. Yeah. Oh, like Elder Dragon High Lord. He's one of the Dragon High Lords.
Oh, he's okay.
But more recent one, not from the old school.
Oh, okay.
And all that. And what he did is any creature with defender can attack, and he can actually do damage relative to its power,
as its toughness. Yeah.
Which everybody knows that if you play defender cards or walls and anything with defender, they're very low CMC because their defenders have got this crutch, so you're just using for defense. But when you got Arcades as your commander, you pop out those guys dirt cheap to come out, and all of a sudden you're swinging with 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6s by turn 3, turn 2, and then all of a sudden you become the arch enemy. Where did that come from? It's like, I played my hand too fast.
Well,
but it was definitely a fun idea because I said that looks like a fun flavor kind of a thing to do. You mix it up, use go play backwards.
Yeah.
I want to run up the down escalator backwards and see what happens. And I end up losing most of the games because people.
Well, the problem is everybody's going to target the thing that's making them attack that way. But I think now there's enough cards that do that you can slot them in the 98. Right?
No, but for you mean to put him into the 98?
No, I'm saying there's that effect
that
he gives is on a lot of cards now.
I've seen it.
I think it's way more viable to do that now if you get all those cards.
Yeah, actually in my Arcades deck, I actually had another card that if I couldn't get my commander out anymore,
if
it was in my 99. Yeah, it's in my 99 that actually creates that effect. Do I recall the name of the card? I apologize, I don't. Maybe I'll edit it back in underneath here. Who knows?
I think there's at least 5 cards that do that.
Well, look that up.
Which is
Does anybody else know the names?
viable.
If you can,
put them in the comments below, and we'll send you some Oreos. We will send you 1 crisp Oreo.
Disclaimer: no Oreos will be exchanged, given, or substituted for in this. There's just messing around and all that. So, I think we've had a good start tonight. Just yammering on about what's the love of Magic the Gathering. Did we have an actual goal tonight? Just to talk and expose the world to our voice and our view about Magic the Gathering. And next topic, next podcast, vodcast, will maybe be a little bit more focused because we'll play a few hands tonight. I think we're going to play a few hands.
I think
tonight.
so.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
We're dressed for it.
I got to win some packs. We'll show you what we both win. I brought 3 packs to play for.
Maybe we'll do I'll pop a video short.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll do some openings and do that. All right.
Yeah, we'll tag it on the end of this.
Awesome. We'll do that.
So
Everybody, that's great.
Happier or more upset.
Yeah. It's like, this is my own friggin' money.
Yeah. I'm a sore loser and an even sorer winner. So.
Either way, pain.
I'm sore.
So with that, I say cheers. Thank you for joining us. Half empty. 80% empty glasses and all that. Just it's bad luck not to drink when you're toast.
True.
Thank you everybody for joining us. Remember to like, subscribe, as everybody said. Look, I'm part of the tribe that says you have to say it, but I also understand we've been here before.
But honestly, I don't do it unless somebody goes, fucking do it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I hope there's more like you than so. Subscribe, and comment below about what do you think about some of the thoughts that we had about, where did you start your Magic? What are your house rules that you like or dislike? And maybe at another vodcast podcast, we might touch how we feel about the current status about WotC. But for now, we'll say with smiles, thanks for joining us. And thanks for joining me here in Crooked Wizardry Studios and all my lovely posters. And buddy of mine, talk to you guys soon. And
peace.